Hi guys, I'm back in Gosport. Long day today, really long day, but had a nice bath, dried my hair, wrapped up in the slanky, which was donated to me kindly by Josh's mum. She was going to donate it to the charity shop, but I persuaded her to let me keep it. So yep, I'm now in a slanky, and I'm ready to vlog. So hi guys, how's it going? Had college today, obviously. Wasn't so bad as I was anticipating. I managed to actually turn up to Erkson lecturer's class 15 minutes early. Well, I didn't want to risk being late for once. Everyone was quite surprised that I actually was sat there for 10 minutes sat there eating malwams, having my lunch as you do. Well, I was thinking, well, I might as well start as I mean to carry on. So yeah, halfway through my assignment that I'm owing, or one of the assignments I'm owing him, I'm going to have to ask him for the commissioning editor assignment sheet, because I think I've lost that, so oh dear. But I'm pretty much nearly done with the proposal for the script. I just need to write the script. Basically, I've decided to be quite crafty and use my nano novel storyline to write my script for my assignment. So if I get inspiration with the script to put something in the novel, I'm going to do it, because my word count is terrible. It's obscene. Yeah, so that's that. What was that? Student union. I had student union after class today, so we went up to student union, and when Shannon, our equality and diversity officer, she's like my boss for student union, as I'm the women's officer, or one of them anyway, as well as Adelaide and Sophie, dropped a bit of a bombshell on us. She said that next week, from Monday to Friday, is anti-bullying week, which basically means, and she's going on holiday on Wednesday, which basically means that between, I think it's like 4 of us, the 2 of the women's officers, me and Sophie, who were there, as well as the 2 LBGT officers who were also there, and I think the mature students officer, between us, we've got to organise an entire week's worth of events alone, which is quite scary. So I've been put in charge of the disabled student part of the anti-bullying week. So because of my autism, so they thought I'd be suited for the job. So I said, okay, let's sort of put up the graffiti boards. They're like, yep, we always do that every year, so we'll do that. So I've got to write 2 questions based on disability bullying and stick them up on this graffiti so we can get some feedback from the other students. I think also we're petitioning the Glee Club to do some stuff as well. So obviously Josh runs the college Glee Club, so after the meeting we ran up to Glee Club, who was supposed to be doing an extra rehearsal, but obviously they weren't there, and Josh was waiting for them, and then decided to go home because nobody showed up. So we sort of said to him, can you get something organised and sorted? And he said, yeah, we'll be doing children, we'll be able to do it for you next Thursday if we have this Wednesday to rehearse, next Monday and next Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll perform. So that's quite handy. So pretty much Glee Club's going to be doing most of the event for us in a way, so hats off to them, and it's saving our butts, so that's the main thing. It means that we can focus on other parts of the day, like getting the t-shirts sorted out for student union. But basically in an episode of Glee, in the Born This Way episode, they're all wearing t-shirts saying things that don't define them as people, but are like things that they have that they would probably be picked on for, bullied. so my one's going to say retard, because obviously it's one of the things that a autistic person gets called quite a lot, and it used, particularly in mainstream settings, it used to really upset me, but now it doesn't really hurt me anymore. So I'm going to have that on mine. I think Josh said he's going to have camp on his, because when he was younger people thought he was gay and he's not. Obviously he's with me, so of course he wouldn't be gay. And I think a couple of my friends, I don't know what other people put in, so hey guys, if you were going to do what we're doing for Anti-Bullying Week next week, what would your t-shirt say, basically? Would be quite nice to find out. So yeah, yikes, having to organise the whole thing by ourselves. Ooh, oh well, at least Shannon's briefed us, so it's not like we have to literally go right from scratch. And we've got the student liaison officer, who's actually technically she's a member of staff, adult, so she's like gonna look after us as well, so that's gonna be quite cool. I think, let's have a look. What else on my script book? So yeah, I don't know if I've shown you guys this before, but I now, because I used to write on bits of paper the script, I thought, wow, I've got this notebook lying around. It's now going to be my notes for my scripts. So I'm obviously, yeah, quite handy. So yeah, helps me be more organised. So yeah, so I spoke to my tutor today. I was quite lucky because he ducked into my first lecture to speak to my other lecturer, and I was always, can I talk to you? Obviously he listened to my worries, and obviously very understanding. And he sort of said to me, Heidi, you're taking too much on, you need to chill, you need to drop a couple of things perhaps, you need to slow down and organise your time. If you'd like, you can take a copy of your timetable to me during tutorial, and we can sit down and we can go, right, you can study here, here and here, and find me good slots where I can sort of organise my time in college properly, so I'm not wasting my time, as it were, which I seem to be doing quite a lot of at the moment, which is quite handy. So yeah, and as of tomorrow I'm going to be better organised with my time. I'm going to make sure that I study and that I catch up with all my assignments that obviously I'm behind on, and I'm going to, from after then on, make sure that everything's together before I worry about everything else. So yeah, tomorrow's plans, I'm going to be going to the library for the day, and I'm just going to sit and I'm just going to study. I'm going to have a huge to-do list, and I'm just going to go through it all like bang, 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 and hopefully by the time the library sort of starts to close, I would have gotten pretty much everything done that I could possibly think of needing to get done, which would be quite nice. And then I can go in on Wednesday and say, look, here you go, Erickson lecturer, have your scripts and your commissioning editor assignment. Here, Reese, have these two assignments that I'm behind on. Here, guys, have your pre-production paperwork. And yeah, and then here, NaNoWriMo, I've boosted my word count. So yeah, that'll make me feel a lot better if I get to do that. So yeah, that's tomorrow's plans. And then obviously I need to do a bit of writing up for Scout Network, so that'll be another thing to do on my list, because I've got Scout Network tomorrow evening, and all the stuff for the carol service booklet or program needs to be in, and I've chosen one of the charities that we're going to be sponsoring this year, so I need to write up a decent sort of paragraph to talk about it. It's called Special Effects, and it's a charity for children with disabilities, and basically those who want to game, so like play or go on the computer and just live a normal life, as far as using the internet, playing on the Xbox or the Wii or the PlayStation 3 goes, because I think we take quite a lot, these sorts of things like being able to just sit on YouTube and click on a button, quite a lot of people can't do that because of their disability or conditions, and because of special effects they can, because they can raise enough money to get them the software or hardware that they need. And I think that's very important for the world to be able to use technology and enjoy technology. So that's why obviously I said to my scout group that we should do special effect this year, and obviously they've agreed, so I've got to write a paragraph about it. So I need to do that. Okay, next on the list is my NaNoWriMo update. I am now on, if I have a quick peep, 8,892 words, which is quite good, but could be better. And my ML, Zara, gave us a link for this Mary Sue quiz, which is basically Mary Sue is basically a character who's perfect as a Mary Poppins in a way. She's perfect in every single way. She's a role model. She's just someone that drives readers mad because she's so perfect, as it were. My character scored Lydia, who is my leading lady, scored 37, which is quite high on the Mary Sue spectrum. So I think when I finished writing the novel, I might sit back and sort of edit the character big time. I think my leading ladies do tend to be very flawless, with one or two big flaws, but other than that they seem to be very sensible, they seem to be very thoughtful, basically everything I'm not, which is kind of awkward. So yeah, shout out obviously to Josh, because obviously I miss him already. Oops, just adjusting myself. Yeah, I miss him already because obviously I'm back here and it's not the same vlogging without him interrupting me every 5 seconds. Obviously to Georgie, she shouted me out. I really appreciate everything you do for me, Georgie, so as far as YouTubing goes, so thanks a million. Obviously to Grant, Badger, you guys are just awesome, love you guys to bits. Shannon from Student Union, you're awesome too. Student Union, yep, you're brilliant. And yeah, just keep everyone, and also to everyone who keeps coming back. So that is quite nice to know that some people come back. I would like more viewers, but to the ones who are sticking by me, thanks. I'm going to finish off with my quote, which I've written down in my script. And the reason I'm doing this particular quote, and I thought it was quite apt for today, is because the Student Union are such great people to be around, and I thought this quote pretty much sums them up. My idea of good company is the company of clever, well-informed people who have a great deal of conversation. That is what I call good company. Jane, I believe you are very much right, as per usual. So from here in Teenage AustenHQ, thanks for watching, and good night.